When you check your bank account, it's usually for two reasons. First, it's to see if your bill payment went through, and second, to check if your salary has come in. That's usually the case, at least for ordinary working people like us. Usually, there's nothing out of the ordinary except for occasional bonuses perhaps. What if one day you find your bank account having way more in it than you would have expected? If you knew that you never won the lottery, then it would be easy to sense that something is not right. Normally, we check with the bank, but the couple in our story did something else when they saw an unexpected amount of money in their bank account. One fine morning in Montoursville, Pennsylvania, Robert and Tiffany Williams rose for another typical day in their lives, or so it seems. Away from work, the couple shares a great interest in car racing. Huge fans as they are, they have a Facebook page called Williams Motorsports. The page had several photos of the husband posing with various cars. It also displayed how supportive the wife is of her husband's passion. The Williams, residing on Cypress Street, face the typical everyday dilemma of a middle-class American. Bills just never end for the couple. Their paychecks are not in a tip-top shape to give them a more comfortable life. Nevertheless, this couple still has a fairly happy marriage. To make sure that they are on top of their bills, the two often check their accounts a couple of times during the day. While doing a routine check, something caught their eye. A large sum of money was deposited into their account on the 31st of May. They were not expecting this much money to be deposited. When they looked again, the couple's balance in their account turned from being just over $1,000 to a massive $120,000 in a blink of an eye. The Williams knew that the money could not have come from anywhere but from their bank, BB&T, which clearly made a mistake. For whatever reason, the couple had a different reaction upon seeing the numbers in their account. Instead of ringing up the bank, they decided that this opportunity was too good to give up. They decided that if they saw those digits in their account, the money must be theirs. Having that extra money in their account gave them nothing but the thought of spending it. Spending all of the money in a short period of time seemed like a silly move, but they did exactly that. The money seemed to disappear between June 3rd and June 19th. Normally, sudden huge purchases would alert a bank right away. The couple, being avid fans of the car racing industry, was easily led to purchase a race car with their sudden wealth. Procuring one normally is a long process, but for the couple, it only took a few weeks to get a race car, a Chevy, and an SUV in their garage. They also used the money to do some repairs on their existing cars. The two are in love with automobiles by the looks of it. The spending spree did not end there though. If you think what they had already bought was enough, guess again. The couple added an RV and a car trailer too. This couple sure does, but a little bit on the extreme side. They did not appear to have been well prepared to manage sensibly and righteously this claimed overnight wealth they had. Things would soon take a less than fortunate turn for the lucky couple. The couple was not entirely self-centered in their approach to the newfound money. Aside from paying off their bills and buying vehicles, they helped some family and friends in financial difficulty. This added up to a total of $15,000. Compared to the prior spending spree they had, this act of help was only a minor thing for the Williams. Sometimes, money can be too blinding to enable one to see what is happening around them. None of the people who the couple helped even bothered to investigate where this mysterious wealth came from. The Williams kept on their daily lives, presuming it was just them who knew about their odd wealth. The couple may have hidden their newfound wealth from others, but they also managed to spend it irresponsibly, and not to mention, over a very short period of time. At a later time, WNKP News took time to interview the couple's neighbors. Nate Weaver was in disbelief as to how such a lapse could happen in the bank's strict system. Procedures and verification are so tight that any sort of mistake is unbelievable. The Williams did think, however, that they had gotten away with the whole thing. They celebrated prematurely, as soon the bank started to chase after them. As expected with anything missing, someone is bound to look for it, especially if it is a huge sum of money. The company with the missing funds sat down with BB&T to discuss their concerns about a deposit that never went into their account. The bank froze the amount after checking and realizing their error. Right away, they credited back the company the amount of $120,000. To make things right, the bank had to charge the Williams $120,000 and $7,000 in overdraft costs. The couple spent money that was not theirs to begin with. Looking unaffected and without much care, the Williams did not return their cars nor contact anyone to settle the matter. After weeks of failed contact, the bank had the impression that the money would not be paid back. After trying to contact Tiffany twice, the bank finally got hold of her. The wife said that the matter would be discussed with her husband regarding a payment plan. After that, several attempts to receive updates turned futile. Ignorant or simply in denial, the couple did not seem to understand the weight of what they had done. At this stage, the Williams were now in deep trouble. They might have thought it was solely the bank's mistake, and not theirs to sort out. They got it all wrong. The teller made an erroneous typing error. Upon further digging, the bank found out where the lab started. A teller at a BB&T in Georgia mistyped an account number upon processing a deposit. This led the money to the account of the Williams. Mistakes can happen no matter how careful someone is. However, the error took time to be sorted out and fell into the hands of careless people. Instead of doing what was right, the couple chose to take advantage and claim it as theirs. The decision to seek help from the police authorities did not come without a civil process of reaching out. The bank tried countless times to contact the couple, but never heard in return. The bank tried to make a feasible solution by offering a payment plan without turning the situation into a criminal matter. No cooperation was seen, and so the bank needed to take action legally. The couple found themselves facing felony charges with up to 10 years in prison time. The police authorities conducted their investigation and found out that the couple violated the law. They were arrested for felony charges of theft and receiving stolen property. Upon conducting a separate interrogation, the Williams story was found to be consistent. They confessed that they were aware of their misjudgment, and it was a joint decision to use the money. No one in their family nor circle of friends was aware of it, so no one else was to be involved in the case. The couple took full responsibility for paying back what was used. With their financial situation, the couple still, surprisingly, managed to lodge a bail at $25,000 each. How they got that money remained unknown and was discovered. For most of the arraignment hearing, the couple's lips were sealed tight. However, something of Robert's history came up that might have supported the case against the couple. When faced with an investigation, it is expected that one's history will be carved out. As for Robert Williams, he had something similar which occurred in 2001. His public record stated that he was charged with writing a bad check, thus committing theft by deception false impression. This led him to pay $4,000 back then. The way things looked, Robert had not learned his lesson and led him to his current situation. All the information gathered only made him look bad in the investigation. A plea bargain is still to be accepted by the Williams. The couple still has so much to think about to make things work in their favor. However, we can only hope that this is the last time that the couple will break the law and that a lesson has been learned already. Penalties such as community service and fines might have not worked for Robert. A 10-year prison time might help him perhaps. People can be reckless and stubborn at the same time. Waking up to reality and doing the right thing takes courage in many forms. Hopefully, Robert will soon get that strength. It probably wasn't the best thing in the end, Robert Williams had stated after it all happened, possibly showing that he is learning slowly.